Good evening.
Good evening.
For those of you that have been here before, isn't it great to be back? Those of you that haven't been here before, you're gonna love it. Don't worry. Or else. We'll go with that. My name is Ignacio Ruiz. My mother, who's back there. My mother is one of the co-founders of this institute, and I moved here about 5 years ago now. So I kind of became her helper and right-hand man and took over some of this. This is the Blessed Stanley Rother Hispanic Cultural Institute, and normally the first thing we do is we say the Our Father in Spanish. So, there are some copies. I just realized I took the mask off because I figured I'm far away enough from all of you, so I don't have to worry about it. But now I'm over here going, oh, wait a second. Well, we're going to do the Our Father anyway. All right, when you get a copy of the Our Father, we're all going to say it together. Some people still have it from the last time. Excellent. All right, so if you don't mind sitting up, we're all going to say the Our Father together. And folks, me being Catholic, I'm going to start with the cross. So in the nombre del Padre, y del Hijo, y del Espíritu Santo. Amén. Padre nuestro que estás en los cielos, santificado sea tu nombre. Nosotros tu reino. Hágase tu voluntad, así en la tierra como en el cielo. Danos hoy nuestro pan de cada día. Perdona nuestras ofensas, como también nosotros perdonamos a los que nos ofenden. Y no nos dejes caer en la tentación, mas líbranos del mal. Amén. En nombre del Padre, Hijo y Espíritu Santo. Thank you so much. Have a seat. A little history of the Institute. The original purpose of the Institute was for the clergy, for the priests and the sisters that went to talk to, especially the migrant workers are here. Well, the Institute started to help them. Okay, teacher voice. But eventually, more, other people, and we got professors volunteering to help out. So all the wonderful money that you have paid, it goes to the refreshments. And at the end, if there's anything left over after we have paid it, then we give it to the church as a thank you. So we don't get any of that. They don't get any. We're just doing it because we like it, and we really want you to learn the culture. me being I teach Spanish at Mount St. Mary's, and I run into, but wait, isn't that, don't all Hispanics do the same? No, we're just at least 21, 22 different countries where they speak Spanish. Each country has their own way of doing things. So that's to do with this section of the Institute, is to give you a little cultural background, a little history, a little fun, maybe travel somewhere, see a video. Can't take you all anywhere, but don't worry about it. This is just part of the sorry folks, I'm trying to get my thoughts going here. This is the cultural part of the Institute, and so we're gonna show you a little something on, got some notes. The reason for the name, Stanley Rother was a priest for the Archdiocese, and he went to Guatemala. He couldn't learn Latin if his life depended on it, and they would teach Latin at the seminary. But he picked up Spanish, and he picked up the native language, the natives there in Guatemala. He became the best example of adapting to the culture or learning a new culture. So eventually we picked up Stanley Rother because he is an example to all of us on how to deal with other cultures, how to accept, how to learn from other cultures. So with that in mind, sorry, this is not my computer, but I do what I can. Why are you not working for me? Sorry folks, I'm trying to get this thing to work. Okay, you were just playing sound a second ago. Why aren't you playing sound now?
I think the computer's on mute. It looks like it's muted. Yeah, it looks like it's muted right there.
Oh. I'm an idiot, so,
Our community are learning about Hispanic culture and language through a program offered at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Norman. Luis Cortez, an OU professor who helped co-Stanley Rother Hispanic Cultural Institute, offers classes on Hispanic culture and Spanish language as a way to share positive images of the Spanish-speaking world and an in-depth knowledge of Hispanic culture and language. Maria Ruiz, another co-founder, said the Institute helps build bridges of understanding across cultures. Most of the people taking the Institute's evening classes each Tuesday are motivated by different things, but each of them is committed to a program that they say has enriched their lives in more ways than one.
Here we go. Padre nuestro que estás en el cielo, santificado sea tu nombre. I want to be able to converse more in Spanish. I mean, she's very fluent in English. And I just wanted to talk to her. Let's see.
I want to see.
If you understand what I'm saying, raise your hand. Well, Institute is to present a positive yet more informed picture of the Spanish-speaking world. The Spanish-speaking world is big. There are more than 20 countries involved. We want people to learn something about these countries, about the Spanish-speaking world, and we want people to also learn Spanish. And we have lots of people who are very enthusiastic participants in our institute. It's a very nice place for people to come and relax, but also I think some of them want to learn a little Spanish. It's like traveling. People in our group right now, we have several people who want to spend more time in Mexico. They've been to Mexico.
I wanted to learn another language because it's so good for your brain as you get older. But I had extra time on my hands when my youngest son graduated from high school. And so I was trying to fill evenings that I wasn't going to be going to the band booster club and the football booster club, and so it worked out perfectly. Well, you, in a class with 5 people for an hour, hour and a half for $25 a semester. I mean, it's really a
price
wonderful
went up.
opportunity.
And here's the funky picture burner. This is the beginnings. We should be the gym. Yeah. Yeah, we moved it here. The what?
The next video was twerking in the African.
Oh, that's great. I'm very, no. I teach high school. I know about all that stuff. You were in a Catholic school. It scares me. All right, folks. This is your chance. So if you don't mind introducing yourselves to the rest of us. Tell us your name, whether you've been here before or not. And whatever little tidbit of information, something that you think is important. For example, my name is Ignacio Ruiz. I have been here for a few years. And although I was born in Cuba, I consider myself a Texan. Lived there for 36, 37 years, so. I don't take that seriously. So, you want to start? Okay.
I'm Kathy Schipple. Stanley, thank you. Can they take their masks off when they talk? Okay.
And Stan.
They're better than me, I'm telling you. I was just like, go ahead. Oh, no.
Really bossy.
I'm not going to say
I
that.
think you win.
She will.
My name is Kathy Schipple. I'm originally from Connecticut. Nobody there until there was an influx of Puerto Ricans when I was about 10 years old. And suddenly I'm like, what is that language they're speaking? I've lived all over the world because I was an Army wife and I'm a reserve officer myself. I was one of the last WACs ever commissioned. So I'm always up for something new and different, and I love new challenges. I did not want to learn Spanish. I went to high school and learned Latin and French, and no, I'm not going to listen to Spanish. It'll kill my French. And then I wound up living in Mexico for 2 years, and I was still insisting to learn it, and I didn't. I can speak market Spanish, media kilo de amor, por favor, but not much else. And I decided at this stage of my life, I wanted to try and, just in case, I get to go do something interesting, like with Jennifer at the end of the year. So here I am, and I love every minute of it, and I always have a good time, and the food is great, and the people are wonderful. I hope you'll all enjoy it.
My name's Casey, and I have been here for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. I honestly don't remember. But Rachel has been my teacher the whole time. She can't get rid of me. And we, this has just been a great place, not just to learn some Spanish, but about the culture. I really enjoyed the first hour a lot because there's difference that come in, and it's just a great opportunity. And I mean, good grief, for the price, you can't beat it. So, thanks.
Well, I'm Susie Murphy, Spanish, and I took a class at Tech, and then I heard about this, and I was really fired up. And I started the class like in January or February 2020, whenever you had it. It came to about 4 or 5 classes, and COVID hit, and so I've been waiting 18 months for this to start back up. So, yay!
Hi, I'm Rachel Cortez, and I'm going to teach. I've been here for many, many years. I have no idea how many, but it's fun. Without my husband.
You need to explain that.
I'm Sandra Longfriar. I've been here just 2 semesters, and both of my girls are on the plane to Madrid right now. I wish I was with them, and find the first hour very exciting, and also re-upping my knowledge of the language. You know, you take it in school, but it's certainly not the same.
I'm Sandy Knudsen. I don't remember how many semesters I've been. My daughter is fluent in Spanish, and she wanted my granddaughter to sit, and so that's why I'm here. And I also love to Barcelona for 2 years, so I was
I visited her in Barcelona, and since then have done a lot of travel in Spain. So I'm excited for the opportunity to get back into it because it's been a long time.
Good evening. My name is Pat Doherty. I've been in this class, I don't know, for 3 or 4 years. You would think I would be fluent by then, but I'm not. My interest was piqued originally. I also, Kathy, am a military wife, and we were stationed in Madrid for 2 years. I did not know a word. Hola. And so when I came back from Spain and we moved here, I took some classes at new in Spanish and loved that. And then, you know, job and life got in the way, and finally this opportunity arrived, and I just jumped at the chance. I absolutely love everything about it, the people. You know, even though Jennifer gives us how many hours of homework? 3 or 4, but I love to do it. I don't mind at all. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy as much as I have.
I'm William, an alcoholic. So far, this has been the best AA meeting I've been to. Actually, I can't think of a better way to spend a Tuesday evening, putting positive things into my mind. Fortunately, Pat introduced me to this, so I'm looking forward to it very much.
Hi, my name's Tim Beals, and I actually had started my first semester just the last time when you guys shut down. So kind of my motivations were my grandparents are their first language was Spanish, and so they have quite a few offspring, and so most of them spoke Spanish and English like pretty fluently, but then all their kids pretty much like some of me and a lot of other ones just didn't learn Spanish at all, or just learned a little bit. So that's kind of my primary reason for trying to learn some. And then I'm currently in a master's program in environmental science. And then I was also in the reserves for quite a while, for about 12 years, less reserves. So, but I'm glad that you guys started back and excited to learn some more Spanish.
Hi, I'm Liz Benson, and I don't remember how many semesters I've been coming, 4 or 5 perhaps, but I do remember I retired from education in 2016, and then a few months later I found myself teaching English to students who don't speak English, who mostly speak Spanish, and my good friend Angie said, you really should check out this Spanish class at the Culture Center. So I was in class, and I had this wonderful teacher named Jennifer, and all of it was in Spanish. And I understood students were going through, and they are nothing but English. And it made me, or it helped me become a much better teacher, much more understanding and sympathetic. And now I understand when I'm instructing them, they might understand about half. Good for them. That's great. So I'm ready to go more than 50% and get into 70 or 80%. So that's my goal.
Well, my name's Maddie. I'm from Texas. I've been there for 14 years. Don't know Spanish, sister.
She's a voluntold.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind.
No, she comes willingly. We just actually drove in from Texas about 10 minutes ago. I'm Sister Maria of the Trinity with the Gospel Life Disciples and Dwellings, and I've been blessed to be in Oklahoma now, I think 8 years. And smatterings of those 8 years I've been here, I've been the poorest follow through of anybody. But I talk, so I just speak Spanish. I make it up as I go. It has to be my French. It has to be my French, and I put on 20 pounds because I eat everything Hispanic that I come across. And so my motivation this time is to be at a Gospel Life School, which is an opportunity for discipleship for young men and women to grow in knowledge and love of Christ, and also to live the corporal and spiritual works of mercy. And so I've been blessed to go 3 times to Guatemala in the footsteps of Father Rother, and we are planning to do a mission in Guatemala. I don't think Senor Ruiz knows that yet, but we plan to support the indigenous population there, not with a permanent residence right now, not with a regular dwelling, but going twice a year with a group to support those that are caring for the elderly, the dying, and the handicapped already in a small town next to Santiago called Salvador. So I was mistakenly placed in dance class, and they were very charitable with me because I don't know any verbs. I just know words. It was a ton of fun, and I liked them, and so I really don't belong in that class at all. But it was good book, and I'm really glad you had the courage to start up again. And I shout out to just Senor Ruiz, and she's just. You guys go to Guatemala this summer too for the 40th anniversary. Wow.
I'm Barbara Tunney, and I've been coming here, I think, for about 5 years, other than the year that wasn't. The year that wasn't. And I've always loved Spanish. And after I graduated with my bachelor's, I went into Peace Corps, and I was in Honduras and in Paraguay. So I was very fluent in Spanish, and then over the years, I really need to work at bringing it back and kind of digging in there and finding it again. And I love the Hispanic culture. It's just really comfortable for me, and I like to be around people that like that too. So this is the perfect group for me.
Hi everybody, I'm Meg Sandifer, and I've been coming for almost 10 years. And I was so sad. Yes, I was so upset when COVID happened. I missed every bit of it, so I'm so happy to be back. I love Spanish and culture and everything, so happy to be here.
I'm Libby Gillette, and I've come, I think, for 10 years as well, and I've really enjoyed it, and I'm very sad that we missed the last year and a half, but I'm also so happy to be back, and I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I love learning about the Spanish culture, and I love trying the Hispanic food, that especially Elizabeth makes. Yes. It's delicious. And I've even learned how to make pisco sours from parents. So I'm learning a lot. So, thank you.
I'm Anthony Miller. This is my first time here, and I think what motivated me for several years, I used to volunteer tutor Hispanic kids whose parents didn't speak English, and just being able to help them with their homework and just seeing them interact with their parents and at the school and whatnot. So it just motivated me to learn Spanish myself.
My name's Angie Matthews, and I've been coming more than 5, but not 10. So I'm not sure how many classes, but I really do enjoy it. I like, maybe it's opening up my worldview. I see that on these classes that I wouldn't have ever dreamed of even going, and then one day I have to go. So it's been real positive, and the friendships that we've nurtured, and just it really opened up my eyes to, I think, than what I had prior. So I think everybody will enjoy it. Thank you.
My name is Bill. I'm a retired OU prof. I've not been here before. This is my first time, and I don't know anything Except that everybody seems to be very happy with me. I grew up in South Texas along the Mexican border. Down there, everybody speaks kitchen Spanish with lots of nouns and no verbs. But even though everybody spoke kitchen Spanish down there, I never learned it as a kid, so I'm doing it now.
Hi, my name is Linda Basinger, and I'm so happy to be back. I enjoy traveling, and some traveling and some living in the Hispanic part of the world, and I hope to do more of it. And as I think someone pointed out on the film, as you grow older, it becomes more important to you to do things that will help your gray cells keep on percolating. So that's another reason why I want to do this. And it's getting so practical because there are so many Hispanic people now in this part of the world, and you hear the language, and you never know whenever you might have somebody. So I'm happy to be back. Gracias.
I'm Steve, who was in the Peace Corps back in the 60s, late 60s. And for 2 years, I was fluent in Spanish, but since then, I've kind of lost it. I had to start all over again. But this is my first time here at this group. I never knew this group existed. So I'm glad to be here.
Hi everyone. My full name is Teresa, but most people call me Tracy. And this is my first time here. I teach French, so I'm really hoping to not get too confused. But I have learned about this much studying. Can't really speak much, but I always, no matter where I go, I seem to find myself surrounded with Spanish-speaking friends. So I would love to be able to communicate more with people. Great.
My name is Robert Huck. This is my first time here. I taught at OU for many years after I retired from the Air Force for many years. My wife is from Cusco, Peru. I speak no Spanish. My daughter's first language was Spanish, so I had a handicap.
All right, hey everybody, I'm Mac, like mac and cheese. This is my first time here. I want to learn Spanish because I'm a coach and a lot of my students, they speak Spanish or their parents speak Spanish to communicate with them. And I want to understand their background and their culture, and so I'm excited to join you guys and learn about that. So I have coached just about every sport: volleyball, basketball, football, anything they'll let me.
That's great.
Hi, I am Caitlin Villa. I grew up going to Mexico a couple times, Guatemala, taking Spanish in high school and college. And they always taught me, we don't have to learn vosotros because they don't use it in Spain. And then I married a Spaniard. So yeah, my husband is a Hispanic pastor at our church, and so I want to be able to converse well with our members and love them and show them Christ. This season I've had the opportunity to start coaching with Mac, and we do have a couple of students that speak Spanish, and so it's always really fun to get to communicate with them a little bit more. But yeah, I hope to be fluent so that we can teach our kids Spanish and just continue loving on people through the language. So.
And now, Mom, you want to introduce yourself? Well, we'll get to Elizabeth and Jennifer because we're going to do the teachers in a second. Go ahead, go.
my husband and I came over here to be close to the grandkids. But then the grandkids were grown up, and then we say, well, they're going to meet us so every day. They offered me at the university here in Oklahoma. They have a program for retired professors from other universities. It was the past president, the one that gave that idea. Then I met also Dr. Cortez, the husband of Rachel. We were thinking, people doesn't have an idea the rich of the Spanish culture. The many countries that speak the language, they don't have an idea the importance to understand not just Spanish, other language. And we decided, I was working, lived 10 years in Puerto Rico, 5 years in Louisiana State University as a Cuban. When you left Cuba, we left Cuba in 1962. Then they really sanction you. They don't give you the certificate of the university where you were studying, nothing. Then I have all of those in my mind, and I convalidate my PhD again in Louisiana State University. Then I was there for 5 years, 20 in Texas, and another almost 20 in Oklahoma City, meaning oil. Then when I live in Puerto Rico, who created for it was not for system for non-priests that wanted to teach the people that speak Spanish in New York and different states of the Union. And we call Cultural Institute. And then it was so good to work with that. We did it also volunteer, like we are doing here. And then Oklahoma needs that too. I mean, when we came to Norman, Oklahoma, we feel that that is something that we can do. And we have a very good team of people that are so generous, and they have a lot of wisdom that they can share with other people. And we were fortunate that they said, yes, let's go to do it. And this should be our 14th years, or it's our 13th year because we have to close one year. And we really, when I hear you, I feel so happy to see that you understood the meaning of the reason why we did that volunteer. And when you met all our instructors, they volunteer because they love to do it. They love to do it. We don't get it only we receive the satisfaction to see all of you here and try to do something. It's a part of ministry. We have one of the mercy, what do you say?
Mercy values.
Work of mercy, to instruct the against. Is to help other people, or you don't know. Teach them, help them, give you some food, give you some clothes. We don't have, you don't need clothes, but you need food. We didn't know how many are coming tonight here, but we have faith. And you see, it looks like it's going to be a very good year. Welcome, welcome.
And good, you get to start. Let's get all the teachers will now.
Okay.
The teachers will get again.
I already asked, so let me look at the brochure then what they are doing here.
Well, they can do that.
Okay, so let's start saying that I'm Elizabeth Stone. Don't consider myself a teacher. I like in the decoration part. When yeah. You got to do I need to culture part because that's what I love. So I like sometimes if I have the opportunity, I'm invested sometimes. So when we have the opportunity, I sing. And I thought this year, well, I'm not going to be able to do a cooking presentation. Everybody talk about cooking, but I discovered that everybody eats. So maybe I have to think about when
she doesn't practice too much. She do know Spanish and can speak very well. My husband is a handicap. He used to know how to buy beer, but now he even forgot that.
That's essential.
The thing is that I never retire. I always do it Sunday, like he did. But anyway, I'm happy to be here one more year. I'm happy that everybody's come back. But I will, please, let's be all together. Let's be careful. We know what the enemy is invisible. And I do love some dear ones because from my husband's side, he was a cousin. And from my side, I just lost somebody exactly 3 months, almost 3 months ago. So he was really careful, but things happened that he got it. And the symptoms are so different from one person to other. He didn't realize that what he was having was COVID. He just be tired and sleepy, and they thought he was kind of depressed, that he didn't want to get up. And when they realized that it was in his lungs, and so a lot of other members got it, but they are okay. I mean, no strong enough to go to the hospital. But I am careful, very careful, because my mother is 89. And even when I don't live with her, I need to travel very soon. So in California. So I'm trying to be very careful. And the other thing is, my husband is not the best. He's doing okay, but he also had a heart attack 3 months ago, today exactly. So I am very careful. So enjoy the evening. We have a lot. I think we're gonna have a wonderful year, and I need to quit say club. So thank you for coming back, and thank you everyone for being here. Yeah.
I want to express my apologies because my English is not good. It's a challenge for me every day.
It's okay, we're teaching Spanish.